That's my new dance, man. It's my new dance, man.
Powering on. Mic off.
Mic off. It's your motherfucking dude. I'm a beat motherfucking people named Shrewd. And I'm squeeze one out. Before I shout. On dudes? What is this guy talking about? Why did he make that sound? After saying, come on, dude. That's crazy. Get more power then. So close, but you didn't make it. So quit lying. Then get more power. Hunting you. What are you, Kev Kid or something? Have I? Is this me? My last hard drive. Doesn't seem like it. Seems like you're lying. Until now. Oh. They did it intentionally. Oh, we started. Three inches wide. What a song, bro. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's groovy right there.
After about
So
30 minutes,
groovy,
I found
so
out that this spot,
groovy.
quite frankly, sucked.
Wow.
I hadn't cleared the shaft at all. There were so many objects in the center from where I was launching that I couldn't get, one, the right trajectory, and two, my timing was terrible for my blast when I was able to avoid the objects. So mentally, I
Skill issue.
basically just chalked this up to not being possible. After a
It was a
certain
skill
amount
issue.
of time doing a trick, you just realize the chances of you actually pulling it off are not worth the amount of time that you put into it. So I
Lies.
decided to give it 5 more minutes of attempt.
And then I got it.
I guess I would see what happened if it was possible or not.
He tries to pull this story every time. Oh yeah, I just gave up and tried a few more times, and then I got it. He's told this story in so many episodes now. Only kids believe that.
No way. No way. I fucking did it! I fucking did it!
See?
Oh. That took, I'm not kidding, like 7 fucking hours.
You didn't even make it to the
I
top
thought
though.
that one was garbage too. Right? Looks so ugly in the new graphics. Like they got this cool space light up here. And oh man, wow, that took 2 hours in this session. That's crazy. So dark in the new graphics.
So his goal was to go from the bottom to the top. And he's like, I did it! And it's like, he didn't. He literally didn't. He didn't even go to the top.
So in Halo 2, there is a secret switch, but it's
A secret
not anywhere
switch?
near the playable area, and it's floating in the air.
Oh.
So, can we activate this secret switch?
Let's do it.
Let's give it a shot! So in Halo 2, on the mission High Charity, halfway through the mission, you come
Let's
to
just
this
go,
big,
okay.
large energy bridge hall area. I have no idea what this is called. Quite frankly, I don't know what anything in Halo 2 is called. The big purple thing that would fit about 50% of the objects. You know what I mean? Sorry guys, I'm fired up today. I'm in a very bad mood.
What?
But anyways, in this giant
I'll make you in a
battery
worse
chasm
mood,
area,
bitch.
there is a floating switch. And this switch is actually activatable, but it's really close to the outside map barrier.
What
and
is
there's
it?
nothing really
Huh?
around it. And just below this is a very cool area, which is the bottom of this giant purple chasm
Battery map
This is
area.
actually
What?
one of the coolest rooms, in my opinion, in all of Halo 2 and all of the Halo franchise. So I had
Coolest
two
room in all of
objectives.
Halo
One
franchise.
was to get to this switch, but two, I wanted to do it from the bottom of the map because I'd never actually been down here before. Is it
Okay,
possible
let's see
to
it.
do it in the normal confines of the game?
Obviously,
I
because
have
you
no
made a
idea.
video on it.
Let's find out. So my first idea was
Why
to
ask
get
questions
down there
like
as
this?
a dead player.
A dead player. Well,
That's alive. And if you watch this channel regularly,
I don't.
you'll know that I'm talking about the dead or alive glitch.
what is
This
it?
glitch allows a player to be trapped in a dead character model's body, so you can push
See.
them into some interesting places. My objective was to push them into that giant pit. But
Huh.
first, I'd need to get them in that state. Now, a couple of months ago, I did a setup similar to this when I tried to get to the cut warthog run outside of the map on High Charity.
Okay.
The first step in that... One second. Bless me. Thank you.
Wow.
So for our first... Bless me again.
Wow, bro's not even editing
So for our
that
first
shit
step in
out.
this, we are going to need an energy sword off of one specific flood at the very beginning of the mission High Charity. From here, we then need to take out every
High
single
Charity
enemy
or
in
High
the beginning
Cherry?
area except for one. When all the enemies are cleared
I'm
in this area,
confused.
it triggers an automatic checkpoint, which we were going to be saving. Now, because of
See?
the way that this mission is set up, normally brutes get hit off either side of the initial bridge onto lower ledges. Now, these lower ledges are actually above the map's bottom floor map barrier, which means that the brutes will stay on these lower ledges and be alive until you kill them. To make sure that the brute actually landed on this lower ledge, I activated the feather skull. Within like 5 seconds of mission start, you should be able to see whether or not the brute gets hit to this ledge. And I
Does he-
found it's about a 50-50 shot that he does get hit. So
Ooh,
after making sure
50-50.
that I had a brute down here to be my checkpoint forcer, I now needed to move an object in front of the doorway into the next section of the mission. The
Okay.
reason is, we're going to use this crate to kill a player and turn him
To
into
kill?
a dead body. We'll get to that in a second. After setting
Murder?
up this crate in front of this door, the player with the sword, player 1, needs to go stand in
What
the
if he's
cockpit
player
of the
2?
Pelican. Once they're
Huh?
here, the second player then needs to make sure they're killing both the brute and themselves at the same time.
How do they do that?
Okay, now I'm waiting for a checkpoint because player 2 just killed the last enemy and himself.
Checkpoint.
After activating the checkpoint,
Checkpoint.
we have to continuously swing our sword until we set up the crate in the next room. There are enemies in this
Nice.
room, so once you get in the crate here with the enemies, the second player won't have the ability to spawn in. Instead, in its place, because there's nowhere for this player to spawn, this player will be an invisible biped. This biped is displayed as a little
Biped.
blue orb of light.
That mean he
If you
likes
take the
swimming in
buffs and
mims?
hit this light, the second player will die. Then, once I clear out all the enemies in this area, they'll spawn in as a dead body.
Nice.
Okay. Got a checkpoint. That's good. Now, I need to push him till later. Need him to go up the lift. So to get to this giant open area, I now needed to transport my dead body all the way to that room. But my next challenge was the giant lift. Ruh-roh. Now you have to go up this massive lift in order to get to this
Massive
room, and
tamper
there is no
fade.
getting around that fact. But I found out dead players can't go up the lift.
Okay.
So I restarted the checkpoint and thought, well, what now? I had spent over half an hour trying to set up this dead or alive, and really I saw my only option is I had to go up the lift, and if they spawned in as an alive player, I was screwed. Well, I don't know what's going to happen to him down there, but we'll see. I think I'm going to have to restart, and then I'm going to have to delay my checkpoint after he dies all the way to up the lift.
That'll slow them down. I hope.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's up here. So initially my goal was to hit this dead body into the giant chamber, but I couldn't get him out of this little round cup thing. And then I hit him through it, but this turned out to be a good thing. He flew all the way into the bottom of the chamber that I was trying to get in. Well, that's funny. He's actually exactly where I need to be. He went all the way through the map to the bottom where I was trying to get later in the mission, where beneath the bridges. Check it out. This area is so sweet. Now that I was down to this area, I needed to get to the very bottom of it. But I wanted to do it with some style points.
With some
So because I
style.
didn't have the acrophobia skull on, I had
Rack-
fault.
Inactophobia.
With this, I can try to corner ride the 90-degree angle all the way to the bottom of this pit. After a few minutes of attempts, I nearly made it. But in the OG graphics, it's really hard to see down here because it's really dark. Usually the Halo 2 Anniversary texturing doesn't line up with the models on the OG. This means that the corners that you usually touch aren't the true corners. But it matches up pretty well on this section of the mission, and it's actually far easier to do this in the Anniversary graphics. Ooh, easy money! That's actually a lot easier in the Anniversary graphics. Surprisingly, usually OG is super great for corners. This texturing is terrible. So now that I had a solid way down here, I now needed to shift my focus to getting to the switch. In order to get from the giant
Switch.
chamber to the switch, I was going to need a lot of height. And my first idea was trying to use 4
Height!
active plasma grenades to get there.
Oh, you
Now,
died.
At first, I just wanted to test to see how far I would go with this, but I forgot that I didn't have overshields, so I died immediately. I then tried to see how much height 2 frag grenades would get me, and again I forgot I didn't have overshields, so
What a
I
goofball.
died immediately. I could save the testing for when I got down there, but now I needed to transport my dead player roughly to the area under the secret switch. But first, I had to get him in the hallway to get him to the bridge so I could do that. And the stupid cup did not want me to get him out of it. I once again hit him down the chamber, so now I just needed to die, spawn at the bottom, and then go find a way to set this up. Now I had one pretty big obstacle in the way.
What is
I
it?
couldn't foresee a way to get this dead player down to the bottom of the map, then die, spawn down there, but still be able to get a checkpoint. And because I was going to need a ton of height to get to this secret switch,
Oh,
I
yeah?
had to figure out some way to do this, a way that was actually replicable. So
I'm sure you do,
believe
so.
that the secret switch is over here. The switch is pretty small and hard to identify, but after doing this, I now needed to beat my dead player through the map so they would spawn in as an alive
Beat them
player.
off.
I had the Pinata Skull activated, which allows you to beat plasma grenades out of your teammate. I also had the Streaking Skull enabled, which when activated, gives you up to double overshields, and each time you throw a grenade, gives you a little bit more health. After hitting about 13 grenades out of my teammate, I stacked them into a small
13.
pile, and my idea now was to throw a plasma grenade at this pile, jump on top of it, and then launch all the way up to the switch.
Let's
I
see
threw
it.
a bunch of grenades so I could get myself up to double overshields, and I was ready to do this. But I threw a dud on the first one. My plasma grenade was too far away from the stack of plasma grenades, so it just bounced them all forward. Luckily, I had a second chance. But it wasn't close. Now, not having a checkpoint was really screwing me over at this point. I could
Whose fault
easily
is
get
that?
down there, but getting back up and then repeating that same attempt and being anywhere close to the switch was a completely different story. I hit a crate off the edge down here and then tried to throw 2 grenades under it at the same time by overcharging my weapon. This also didn't work, and I lost the crate because it went flying immediately. Then I tried throwing multiple grenades at this flat wall, trying to jump on them as they were exploding. I got some height, but not nearly enough to get up there. I then tried it a couple more times just to make sure that my
Just
launch
to
wasn't
make
really
sure.
bad, and I found similar results. This method was just not going to cut it.
Cut it.
Now, because I didn't have that checkpoint, I
Cut
had to turn this into a scuffed run. I put on the Acrophobia skull because now I just needed to see if it was possible. I already knew I could get down there, so if I just put on Acrophobia, I could actually obtain a checkpoint. And I wouldn't use it for any of its flying abilities to do this launch, but I needed to
Lies.
see if it were actually possible. I'd invested too much time into this. You can get to the bottom of this map even without doing the dead or alive glitch if you have the Acrophobia. This is despite there being death barriers right below the map. If you fly out far enough and close enough to the wall, you can then follow the wall all the way down the path because for whatever reason, they didn't extend the entire death barrier to the whole open area. And yes, I realize I'm just flying past the switch. Oh, why couldn't you just activate it? Because that's not cool, okay? Anyways, now that I was down here, I needed to set up my grenade pile. I beat about 30 grenades out of my teammates, stacked them
30?
into a pile, and threw a bunch of grenades so I could get up to double overshields so that I could actually survive when I lit the fuse on the stack of plasmas.
Angel
I
of
then
Death
had my second
challenge.
teammate fly up to one of the platforms above and activate a checkpoint. Now, I was ready to try to launch up to the switch.
Why is there a sorting table of a bunch of loot? What? What is this? I was about to say, better not be mine. I'm about to dip activist. Sipping red, sipping purple, sipping yellow. Sipping orange. Shit game, but good pasta. Wow, this guy. You mean shit game? The best game. It's the best game, dude. Dude, I just got all this free shit apparently. I don't even know what I did. Game's rewarding me for being good, apparently. You good? Question mark. Flavio is supposed to say. Because as you guys know, I'm a menace. I'm a straight up G. I'm a straight up G. The gangsta life is the life for me. Shooting people by day and selling drugs at night. Being a gangster is hella tight. You ever heard that song, Flavio? Pretty good one. Mamma mia is what I said as soon as I took a bite. Mamma mia. Pull out the magnum and put it in their ass and come. Damn, that's crazy. You better run. Bro's vicious. He hits you with dishes. He cuts you open and makes you get stitches. My vents are ready. Yo, what's up, Flavioso, my boy? What you getting into, my boy? Huh? You too good? Mad at you? Wow, bro's always mad. Bro's never in a good mood. He's always mad. Wow. What do you mean in fucking space for the item? I'll fuck your family. Straight up. Keep playing. You mean, dog? Especially the new DLC. What's the new DLC, huh? Exactly, there isn't any. Calva's lion. Well, somebody's got to squeeze one out. The Jason noise. I'm actually Brett Favre's cousin, brother from another mother, and then I pulled up on someone with a sweater. I said, fuck you and your mother. Dun, 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 dun. Eating pasta. Beaten Costa. Meeting Maraca. Whatever that means. Exactly. I put CMS on my chest. Oh, man. What happens if I click this? Exactly. I'm quite literally screwed. There's so much shit in here that I just there's not enough space. I don't have enough space for it. I wonder what happens if I Alt F4. Oh, it's like yes, 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 Alt F4. Pop in a handful of penicillin. Actually, I needed to because I'm blue. Sipping scissor. Motherfucker. Maraca. Pablo Costa. I'll fuck your mama. Nobody wax over the wallet. Oh, got the hate inside your soul. Can't do nothing about it. Crescendo. And then when I reach his window, I jump in and say hello. And I start shooting. No, no, I'm not crazy. You're crazy. Because you want to stab somebody doesn't mean you're crazy. Come on. Come on, chat. Everybody knows that. Oh, man. Little more ballistic. Snakes in the grass, lizards. They don't even exist. They just come around here. impractical, actual stub your toe. What the hell? Chicka chicka. What's up, Z-Puck, my boy? Always. Butt cheeks for dinner, butt cheeks for lunch. Straight up. Ain't playing. When I see them, I can't contain myself. I just go berserk. I'm sure you know how that is, Z, huh? See butt cheeks and just go fucking berserk, dude. They expect me to like contain myself? No. Different is. No. Not with butt cheeks. Right, Z-Pop? You know how that is. Ugh. Big butt catch felony. Exactly. Practically how it plays out. I mean, if they didn't want us to look at it, they'd like hide it. Damn, there it is. They didn't want us to look, they'd hide it. For sure, bro. No, it's your boy. HatchingTheseCheeks.com. There's only one way to catch them. Your mouth. Mm. Your mouth. Gosh. You bitch ass mother. What? What did I do? The fuck? Beat the life out of you. And I won't stop. Damn it is. Believing. Bro just pulled a random song out of the hat. I hit you with a cleansing flame gun. Bruh. What even is that? Misinformant. I'm creating the narrative here, bud. I am creating the narrative here, bud. New gun? Is it good though? Is it DLC? I got 3 big old sausages. Do. See, fuck my dude. It's another secondary grenade launcher. Interesting. So it's a grenade launcher. Why do we have? Why do we have grenade launchers in in Crime Boss? I don't get it. They're too OP. Way too OP. Dumb huge radius. Not even just the radius, like it's just too OP for the game. I bet Flavio pushed for him to come out. He's like, this needs to come out. Firework. Shoots colors all over the place. Low blow my go. I'm about to low blow my go, and I'm about to your toe. Keep playing, and I will keep saying that Rocky Star actually is a dragon. He told me. But then at the same time, he tried to fool me. But he ain't fooling me. Tomfoolery. Oh shit. I do that with my eyes closed. I said, I do that with my eyes closed. Dun, 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 dun. Do what with my eyes closed, you may ask? Don't you worry, cause I'll put it in your ass. Damn. What is this song I'm creating right off the rip? I say stuff, then think about what is said. I say stuff and then think about what was said. Hashtag accurate. It's balanced by horrible ammo pickup. That's not balanced though. That's not balanced. God damn it. That ain't balancing, my boy. Why would there be like string all over the helmet? That doesn't even make sense. My top nape you, bro. Don't get top naped. Or I top raped. Whoa! I didn't say it. He said it. He did it. Not me. There's Flavio in a tree. Level 4. Level 3. Ooh! 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 A Louis Vuitton chess piece. $14 in the passenger. I am eating cabbage because the star thinks it's good. Anybody in chat think cabbage is good? I don't. I'm just asking. Just seeing who's not human, that's all. These non-humanoid people that eat not good stuff, but they eat cabbage. Crazy work. Put it in work. Put it in work. What you mean, Barber? What you mean, Barber? What do you... have to manually go through and do this? It's wild. Yo, Flavio, you know about that Hidden Valley Ranch? You ever heard of Hidden Valley Ranch? You want to try some? I'm gonna do some games. Wow, Flavio does want some creamy pussy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's what Hidden Valley Ranch is. Damn it is. It's Hidden Valley. You know? And then the cream ranch, yeah. She's gonna give you that? Uh-oh. Bro better prepare his butt, apparently. The meme that like just makes a bunch of noise. It's your boy Asian. I'm here just on VE. Okay. EVE? VR. Oh. Bro has us all confused. PE? EVE main? Yeah. I'm about to just sit here and watch videos and talk to chat the whole time. Fuck it. I just had so much shit in my inventory that I literally have no space anywhere. So when I got on Agent, I had a sorting table that was here. It was fully extended to the right, and it just had a bunch of stuff in it. So much stuff that I literally had to delete stuff from the sorting table. So it gave me 3 pilgrims. This is the one I had. Got 2 other free ones. I got this T30. Got multiple backpacks, like random backpacks. Random guns, random armors, random helmets. An SR-25, a AUG, Couple of these helmets with the face mask. Got like 2 or 3 of those. I got this. So why did I get all this stuff? Do you know, Agent? Is there a reason I just got all this stuff? Because like I didn't open these. It was basically the loot that you would have gotten from those, though. Yeah, but I didn't. Oh my god, like, why is no one listening? I didn't open anything. It just so happens when I got on, everything was just in a sorting table for some reason. Like, just a bunch of loot. I'll just pull it up on stream so you can see it. Because, like, I'm sure this isn't how this is supposed to play out. Don't know why I just ended up getting a bunch of loot. So like right here, I think I was like looking at something, eating. I never looked at it. Okay, I didn't open them. If you claim the drops and you have no space to receive them. Oh, so you're saying all the stuff that's on this sorting table right here was because I didn't have room in my inventory? Something? Even though I never even looked at my prop war? I've got them right here. So that's not it. That's not it. I still got all of them right here. The ones from yesterday. Or last night. Yeah, but these are all the packages I had since 2 days ago, yesterday, and then these packages, these 3 here, were the last 3 from yesterday, right? So, I have all packages accounted for, but I just got a bunch of loot in a sorting table for some reason. I'm just confused as to why I even got a sorting table full of loot. I never, I never opened anything. But at the same time, a lot of the stuff really isn't that good. Maybe if Rocky was here, he'd know. You're on VR now. See ya, Lator, my friend. Damn it, is speaking like a robot. See you, Lator, my friend. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh. 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 Mm-mm. I'm a pee on a VR. And then I'm gonna play on a guitar. Bruh. What are these rhymes? These are crimes, bro. These aren't rhymes, these are crimes. My neck wet, my feet wet, what rip, woo. It's like the lyrics to a song, but I don't know what he says because it's hard to hear. Unpack all these and then have no space for loot because I don't have any. I'm actually Indian because I'm a Indian, apparently. I don't know. Ugh. Ain't. I ain't. Put in work. Put in work. Ooh. 35.99 and 37. 38. Cool. I will sell that to Yaga. Let's press this button and then regret it. Better yet, let's just go through deleting everything and then regret it. Is a key case worth? Eh. So we take that. It's basically like basically two full rigs of this and then like another rig or two. It's like having 4 rigs put in one box. Could be useful, but do I need it? SR20 Thief. That doesn't make you hard, chat. Damn it is. Whatever agent said to me that one time, it was wild. I was like, what? Not hard, the fuck you mean? Oh, gang member, dude. I'm so hard, I go hard in the paint. And then I forgot that I ain't. I'm actually a Chad. That's what they call me on the side. Better ask your homie why. As I cut him in the inside. Damn. I'm gonna ask Rocky, that's what I meant to do. Why is that, my boy? Asked Rocky, because Rocky might know. Because Rocky's actually a klepto. He steals for a living. The victim! It wet, my feet wet, my foot. Hey, no. Gonna put my toe in you. Hey, no. I live life like I'm at a Super Nintendo. I don't even know what that song is that I just made up, but I make up songs right off the rip. That's what I do, chat. Wah! Wah! What's up, my wah? Yeah. Rocky, Rocky, Rocky. Yo, what's up, my wah? I wonder why he did that. Why did he go wah? Like he was falling or something. Yo, what's up, Rocky? It's your boy. Rocky, do you know why? Do you know why I got just a bunch of random shit when I got on? Because Agent's theory was, oh, well, you just didn't have any room, so it opened up your boxes and put it on a sorting table. When I just opened Prapor and received my boxes, Definitely wasn't that. Because they released some random patch, so they just give players stuff. Is that what it is? Because people are too poor or something, so they need to get free stuff. What is this, the US government? I mean, I stacked bags. They gave me a pilgrim, another pilgrim, and I had a pilgrim. And then they also gave me a T30. What Rocky doesn't know won't hurt him, chat. Right? Right, Rocky? You don't know won't hurt you. Right? Agreed? Rocky's got a bunch of greed. Greed King. Greed star 666, I mean. No. Listen real quick, chat. Just listen. I've watched Rocky run into the dorms with a full bag of loot and items that he needs for his quest and his safe house. And he'll run in there to fight people just to open a couple of chests. Because I've seen him do it. Yeah, there it is. I just described what I did. He'll have a whole bag of loot, won't even need to stop at the dorms, and he'll run in there and loot everything. I've seen Rocky do it. I've seen him do it, chat. He did it just yesterday with me in my game on my computer playing from my profile. Damn, there it is. See, Rocky, I'm creating the narrative here. There's nothing you can do about it. There's not a damn thing you can do about it. And then Rocky sues me for defamation. That's crazy. Damn it is. And then Rocky sues me for defamation. That's crazy work. Just after making a video about these lies, it's not lies. I seen Rocky do it yesterday, chat. He'll have a full bag of loot of stuff he needs for his quests and stuff he needs for his safe house, but he'll just straight run to the dorms and loot the dorms after, I don't know, 25 minutes is played through. He'll see there's players there. Instead of running away, he'll just run in. Damn, there it is. Bro will just run in and fight him. That's how crazy Rocky is, chat. And that's why. Damn it, and then come back to a... Have you seen Tagilla 3 times sneaking up on me? I have not. Do you have a clip or a video? If not, it didn't happen. Damn it, if not, it didn't happen. But check this out. Okay, that's what I was about to show you. Check this out. Here's the sorting table. I was watching a video, so I didn't notice. How long was I watching the video for? 20 minutes? No way. Okay, now I figured it out. Look how much shit they gave me. Look at it. There was just so much loot for some reason. These look like drops. That's what I was saying. They kind of look like drops loot, but I have all my drops right there. You know what I mean? Like I still got all my drops. His agent's theory is that all that stuff in the sorting table is just the boxes that I got because I don't have room in my stash. But I have all my boxes, and when he said that, I still had boxes to claim from Prapor. So I was confused on how it would be the boxes if I have all the boxes accounted for. Like yesterday, I got them all but like 4 drops. I got off, and then, overnight I got the 4 drops. So when I got on today, I had 4 drops that I was able to, claim. And I was able to claim them. So I just don't know where these shit came from. Some of the stuff I had to delete. I wasn't able to keep it. Like I remember one of the drops gave me like a helmet, and then one of the drops gave Agent a helmet with like that little chin guard thing on it. And I got that same one. Where's that going? Oh yeah. Not like these shots are in front of me, but where? Oh, they were behind me. Okay. Okay. Good audio. Methamphetamine. You like that, Rocky? Lennox. Right here. Damn it. Not really. Wow. I don't even know what I asked. But wow. I made chicken Alfredo. Fettuccine chicken Alfredo. I asked Flavia how to make it in Discord. Did you see that? I asked him, do I break the noodles in half? Or... Damn, it is. Do I break these noodles in half or what? That's what I was saying. They're too long to fit in the pan, so I might as well break them, right? It took longer to cook them, honestly. Oh my god. So confused. He was out back? Even though it sounded like he was in the building? It was outside? It sounded like he was inside. Alrighty then. I guess we'll go back outside. Using the best sight in the game. Wrap. Killed him. He's mad. I would be too. Level 23's wild. This is where I was hearing him? What? No way. That sound was god awful. Now you can stream snipe your ass as a scav. You think I'm scared? Do I look scared? You will be, oh god. I ain't scared of nobody. No man. No unicorn. Nothing. I thought he was in the other buildings. I don't know how I heard him here. Crazy sound. Intel. Oh, let's go! Yeah. Let's go. This guy literally passed up intel. That's crazy. Did he loot the safe? He didn't loot the safe. Intel again? What? Double intel raid in the same area? How to enter the arch? I don't know what that means. Hold on, I forgot to open my YouTube chat, I guess. Or even set it up in that fact of matter. Oops. I got an 11-hour stream of Tarkov that has 100 views. What? That's like godly for my channel of live streams. Oh, you're talking about like the little alleyway. I don't know what you're talking about. Arch. I'll fucking arch your back, buddy, and fuck you hard. Keep playing with me like that. Bud. Hurry up. Come on. Hurry up. Hurry up. I don't know what the rainbow is, Rocky, because now apparently it represents something else. Back then it represented other stuff. Nowadays it represents something else. I have no idea what a rainbow is. I know what a bow rain is. Tarkov. Alright, there we go. Alright, YouTube stream is up and ready. Let's go. Well, it was already up, but now it's ready. At least. Sorry, YouTube stream. Forgot. Most of the time there's nobody there, though. Alright, let's see. That's the book. Hey, let's go. A form of an arch. I know what you're talking about, Rocky. I'm just being silly, don't worry. Talking about this little spot right there. But really, I'm just talking tough, so it doesn't even matter. Every time on arch topic. Just making me mad. What? What did the arch topic have to do? Dun, 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 dun. Taste the rainbow. You want to taste my rainbow? I play dumb when I see the word arch. What? I don't understand what you're talking about. You're tripping. You're tripping on muriatic acid, bro. I don't even know what that means. I'm somebody. He's pushing it. I ain't pushing shit. You're pushing it. Look at this little clock. Oh, never mind. Low res. Low res. Marked room? Damn it. Kxng.com. Trap Kings exclusive. Crapaholics mixtape. Damn it. That's not the only thing I'm pushing. I'm pushing P. Damn it is. I'm pushing P. Oh, someone's taking a taxi right now as we speak. I can't see a damn thing. I can't see a damn thing! This scope's so bad. This scope is so bad. That scope was so bad. That's how you do this. You just gotta push. Can't see anything, you just gotta push. They're fighting someone? Oh, I didn't know. It's been a while since I played, so I just do random shit. And then claim everyone's camping. Actually, I was watching my boy Rocky Star the other day, man. You won't even believe it. Denver is now making up stories. That motherfucker is watching you. He ain't watching shit. He is a rat. Watch. He is a rat. I ain't scared of no rat. Got stuck. Ass cheeks, I gotta suck. Nope, can't see a damn thing. Oh, big lag. Big lag. Oh, a bullet hit his helmet, bro. That lag fucked me so hard. And this guy was standing still. I love it. Fucking pussy. Here it is. Now you got me to say it. I gotta fucking do all this again. Imagine standing still like that. Fucking ridiculous. No movement, no sound, scared to death, hands off keyboard type shit. Type shit. Did thousands of hours, of course. Of course, of course. All the stars aligned right there. It's always thousands of hours players performing the most pussy play. It's crazy. Imagine saving a guy. I don't even know what that means. Bro stood there in fear, and then I opened the door. And they get a free kill. That's all it is. They play the fear game and then they win somehow. I could have sworn I hit him in the head. Like I swear I seen a bullet like hit his helmet. And like sparks and shit. Look at this, that's crazy. Even though it's level 3 though, it's ass. Yeah, he was that's what I just said, Rocky. He got lucky. He's playing the fear game. There's nothing what do you mean? We've already went over this yesterday. And many times before. Players will literally sit still and play scared, and then the stars will align where you'll actually, not just me, just in general, someone will come across their path of them just completely sitting still and not moving, and then they just get lucky and get a free kill. It's nothing to it. I almost killed him, actually. You can go back and clip it. I'm pretty sure I watched a bullet come out of my gun and land square onto his helmet, but then it like shot sparks everywhere. So like broke. So I mean, you can say stupid shit like that, but it's just all luck. He didn't do anything. He would have died actually, but he survived. So it is what it is. There's a pussy play, and that's just how it plays out. There's no other way to put it. When did I say it was skill? So now you're just trying to create the narrative. Now you're just trying to create the narrative here. At no point did any form of luck come out of my mouth here from my end. I didn't get lucky. He got lucky because he was in a good position, is what was being said. He's standing still camping, and you're trying to now twist the narrative into, oh well, he got a lucky shot then? No, that's not what was being said, so stop trying to twist the situation. Listen to the words that are being said instead of trying to morph it into your scenario. Like, bruh, I clearly said, like, it's just luck that I came across him. There was no mention of luck being the factor of why he killed me. He got lucky and hit a head. No, that's not what was said. Clearly he was ADS'd, standing still, staring at the door. But yet you have some other reason that you want to try and argue it, which is just rage baiting. Like, I don't get it. And then you will rage and leave, and then there was nothing you accomplished. So I don't understand the whole situation. It's like dude was clearly camping, sitting there. I just so happened to come across it at that exact time. But now you're trying to have some other form of an argument for it. But then your arguments is always just some random twisting of what happened. I didn't save that guy from AI. How would I have saved that guy from AI? I don't get it. Bro's creating a scenario in his head that didn't even happen. So scavs that were at BSG were somehow holding sight lines and actively on a guy that was on a completely different block inside a building. Not even close to these scavs, right? I gotcha. Now I understand. Oh, now it makes sense. No, I wasn't saving that guy. Like, what scenario are you just creating in your head? I don't get it. None of that happened. And then Rocky's creating another scenario in his head, being like, "Oh, well, all you had to do was just shoot the guy." What guy? At what point did we see a guy? You never seen a guy, because you didn't say anything about it. So I don't understand here. Bro's just creating shit just to be right, I guess. I don't know. I don't understand it. But don't worry, he's trying to rage bait me, but he's just gonna rage bait himself because none of it really makes sense. I don't really get it. Dude was literally sitting still, not moving, but Rocky has some other thing to say about it, I guess. No, actually, he was doing this, and you saved him from scavs that were 2 blocks away from him, and also from 2 different streams ago, a situation that happened made him survive because of luck. Like, what is all this random shit you're saying? Like, bruh. You see bots locked onto his ass not reacting to your presence. You know what I see? I see free XP. I don't really care about pussy ass players that are camping in a building afraid of 3 bots. That's what I see. Sadly, we see differently, I guess. I see free XP and cool, level ups, but you're seeing something different. I did I make it out? Like, what is your point here? If you make it out, you get good XP. If you die, you don't. Like, that's just basic mechanics. Like, what is your point? Oh, well, you didn't get 80% of your XP. Okay, but what matter does that have to do? At what point was that the fact of the matter? You're just like grasping onto anything you can now. Once again, pulling the Kev kid. You see a tissue. Ooh, I can grasp on that. Oh, I see a cart. Ooh, I see a piece of metal. I'm grasping on anything I can. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell? I don't get it. If I say something, then you're immediately grasping onto it and saying something about it. Like what the fuck? I don't get it. Like, once again, I told you the reason why I shot him, but then you come up with a different reason. Like, I literally shot them because I wanted to get XP. Oh, well, actually, you died, so you get only a chunk of it. Right. Okay. So I don't get the point. Don't worry. He's trying to rage bait me, but don't think it's working. Like, he might be the one getting rage baited. I got another one. And another one! you could have ended player then switched to AI. What does that even mean? How can you switch to AI? What does that even mean? Like, if I didn't sit there and rubber band as well, that'd have been great. But, you know, I sat there and rubber banded, but that's besides the point. Have any other mags? No, okay. So, wait, let me get this right real quick, Rocky. You're claiming that the scavs that were over on the BSG street, keep in mind, let's draw a mental map. Boom, here's that road, okay? Here's the building I came out of. This is BSG. You're claiming that I shoot these scavs, this guy turns into the Flash and makes it all the way down here. Turns into the Flash because it wasn't a very long time. He turns into the Flash and makes it all the way over here, but he was over here is what you're claiming. So you're claiming he sprinted all the way down the road, immediately gone into that, having to move more distance than me, and all I did was I moved, you know, from here and then to the building. It was a completely different player, but that's what you're claiming just now, right? You're somehow saying that that player at BSG somehow turned into the Flash, the superhero. You know what I'm saying? Speedy Gonzalez, the Mexican guy, he turned into that. He moved more distance than I had to travel, and he got in position, and he covered all his tracks, closing all the doors, and was immediately ready to shoot, right? I'm just trying to make sure that's what you're saying, because that doesn't make any sense. It was a completely different player. And that's obvious. It was a completely different player. That player was camping. He was just sitting in there. But that's your argument? You're claiming the guy at BSG somehow scurried along, moved more distance than I had to travel at a faster pace, and made it there before I did? And it wasn't even like a situation he had been able to like realistically do, especially this early in the wipe as well, and like was unscathed by any other scavs. Because like, remember when I was running through the road and I looked up at the sniper and I couldn't see him? Well, there was some voice lines of other scavs that came from like the grocery store where that tank was and etc. So he got through all that, right? Like, bruh, scavs don't just like disappear. They kind of scurry along in the same area. They'll kind of investigate certain things too. I ain't got room for shit right now. Big lag. I just don't get it. Like, what are you even arguing? At no point any of it made sense. And as I'm assumed earlier, you rage baited yourself into a rage for some reason. So, I don't get it. Yeah, as I was rubber banding, there was like one form of sound was all we got to hear, which was more than likely pulling a gun. But yeah, that's besides the point. We rubber banded like 3 times in a row there. Like, the rubber band really didn't matter, but if I was able to open the door initially and shoot initially, maybe it would have been a difference maker, but I got pulled back like a multiple times, so definitely gave the guy a better chance, right? Since it's all luck. Since it was luck, though. I mean, I clearly shot him in the head, but my bullets probably weren't penetrating his helmet because I clearly seen the like the sparks, I guess would be the only thing you could describe it as. Okay. I could have sworn I seen it hit him in the helmet. Like, I literally watched sparks unless his blood turned into like yellow sparks. I don't know, pretty sure I seen sparks. No. Yo, what's up, YouTube stream? I don't know if this person's still here. Usually they type one message and instantly leave. It was already up, but now. So it may be a little hard for you to see because it's only in like 720, but clear as day sparks and clear as day helmet shot right here. Yes, I may have hit him in the arm, but that was clear as day, that helmet shot. Here's a spark, here's a cluster of sparks, here is a spark, and here's another spark. Let's go ahead and rewind it a little bit so that we can see it in full action here. Boom, there was a spark. Right as I died. Right as I died, it hit him right in the helmet. Right here. As that's a better shot. It hit him in the helmet and he took a step over. You could see all the sparks right here. If we go back and look at that spot right before I shoot him, there's no sparks. No sparks anywhere, right? There's no random, look here, that's a spark, but this is because obviously I'm hitting the wall, right? Boom, first shot landed here, boom, second shot landed here. Those other ones hit the wall, and then I adjusted a little bit. Boom, that shot immediately hit the head as soon as I adjusted, headshot. And then he gets the kill. So I don't know what you're talking about, this arm shot. I know what I seen, I know what happened. Like, bruh. I know it was a headshot. I seen it. I watched the bullet come out of the gun, hit him in the forehead, and the sparks go like that. You can see it in the clip too. You can like rewind it on the YouTube stream. You can actually rewind it on Twitch stream since you're a sub. What was the bullet? Orange tip. Probably wasn't very good ammo, but I definitely seen it hit his head. And I wouldn't necessarily say that was lucky. It was sight placement or crosshair placement, whatever you want to call it. Like, once again, I was already shooting. I was, obviously missing, adjusted, immediate headshot, and then died because, sparks, it probably crumbled instead of ricocheted, right? I don't know. Either way, it's still silly. There was nothing to even try and argue about there. And that is definitely not the player. Orange tip is 856. Yeah. I think they're tracers, if I'm not mistaken. It's the only ammo type I have access to. You don't get fucking green tip until level 3. Either white tip that actually has 0 pin, basically, or you use orange tip that has a little bit of pin. Because I'm running low on red tip and green tips already. I either A, need to go do more woods, or just unlock Peacekeeper level 3, which is going to be hard. Had no chance to break his helmet. Oh my god. Skev's like right here somewhere. Had no chance to break his helmet. Yeah, but it's not what I'm worried about. I'm just shooting at him at that point. There he is. Heck W, what's wrong? I'm not mad, don't worry. Sadly, if the double, or not the double, the triple random rubber banding shit, if it didn't happen, it probably could have went better in my direction. Maybe. But who knows? Not that it matters. Why are you pissed off? I don't get it. Like, that guy's not even the guy from BSG, so you're literally mad at nothing. The guy did not come from BSG, there's no way. Like, we can watch it back and on stream again. It's literally impossible for that guy to have made it there. Right, sarcasm, right. And that's how you know Rocky hates me, chat. He just wants to rip my head off. Don't see him.
Fucking Ruskies.
Like, hello? I shot this guy, it seemed like multiple times. Level 2 mechanic? Damn. It was really OP on Jaeger level 2. The scav literally took so many shots, it's so annoying. Like, I definitely hit him at least one time there. No, I guess I didn't hit him any other time. Classic. I don't know, I could have sworn I hit him so many more times, but there wasn't blood anywhere else. I wasn't using 856 though. I was literally using red tip and green tip just then. Orange tip is my refill. See? Green tip, red tip. Right now I've got red tip in the gun. So if I come across a PMC, then I'll light him up. No, red tip is armor piercing. A1. Red tip A1. Not FMJ. These ones, the red tip A1. Like the 5.6 A1 version. It's the red tipped tracer armor pierce. Well, the A1 with the red tip is what was using on both those engagements. And then I swapped over to the 5.5 green tip. And then now I refilled with orange tip, tracer, basically no pen. Oh, did I just see it? What's that? Something was on my screen just there for a second, was it not? Just sworn I seen like a dot on my screen for a second. This is gonna be a pussy play. Said they can't actually get a fucking angle on it. I think it was a scav, like not a real player, I don't know. I don't know, doesn't matter. We can get a good angle on it. Yep, that's what I thought I was hearing. Players in the back. Yep. Someone else on my right. Hella people showing up. That one's a scav, so it's not a real threat. That one's probably a scav too that just ran by. A space ready for installation, nice. I don't know if they can or not. There's only a back door to this building. They have to go through the gate and then go through the back door. I'm sure you knew that though. Nice. I need a couple of those. They need to be in raid. Where did those guys run to? I'm so confused. I'm ratting because there was multiple players, dog. What the fuck? Where did they run to? To the bar? Oh, for the key? Interesting. Yeah, I didn't really want to get caught up in that. It was a lot of players. That was like 3 or 4 players, it sounded like. It was so many footsteps that it was like there was just so many footsteps going off. I don't even know which one's the bar. It's a scab that's spinning in circles over there. Man, if I could just walk through there, I would search the rest. Perfect. I don't think they heard me. There was just too many people. They're probably in Discord too. They're running around again. That guy's tagged up like a motherfucker too. That was 55A1 red tip. What was he thinking? Why didn't he just go out the other door? Like, why didn't he just go out the other door? Yeah, like, he literally could have just turned around. He'd have been fine. I guess, yeah, there's players here. Where's that scav I just heard?
Маслины кончились. Куда он приебался-то? Ебаный ниндзя!
Damn it. I don't know if I can actually get up there. Like, you literally can't? Or it's just because I'm too heavy. Alright, I ain't scared. No fear. I need that. I'll drop what I don't need here in 2 seconds. Alright, I'm heavy. 59, yep. Let me refill. Nope, not refill. That might have killed him. No, he's still alive. Leave me alone. Now he's trapped for a second and I can get away. Fucking pussy. I didn't press 4, bro. Come on. Right about now, he's inside that post office. He had to run around that whole section. There's a scav. He's a lot faster than me, but I left that bag of the battery, which I did need that battery, but it's alright. A lot of jumps require 20 to 30 strength. Gotcha. Either way, we made it out of there for now, but he could be on my trail. I had to drop some stuff that I wanted, but it is what it is. When he ran into the building to get that angle on me, that's what he fucked up. He didn't actually kill me, so therefore he trapped himself into like another 15 to 20 second rotate. And at that point, that 15 to 20 seconds gave me the time to just get the fuck out. Because the side of the building I was on didn't have any windows. So he was literally fucked as soon as I got past that one window. Not saying like I won. But I at least got away from that guy. There's a scab right there in the middle of the road. He could have tried that, but he was probably just heavy as well. I don't know. He probably doesn't have a lot of strength. I don't know. Either way, he probably found my bag, and he probably started to loot that. He definitely seen the pilgrim still on me, right? Like, there's no way he didn't see it. I dropped the bag I had inside my bag. Yeah, probably camping it. Oh, okay, that makes sense. He probably thinks I'm coming back for it. It was not really that good of items. I just needed the battery that was in it, but that's alright, he got it. Used all my meds there. So that explains why those other guys didn't want to fight him. He was probably fucking them up, and they said, nope, run this way. There it is. He was probably fucking them up, so they said, no, we're not fighting that guy. He was fast when he started to chase me. Like when I ran and got around that gate, he was quick. Like he almost had me, but the scavs like saved my ass there. Like the scavs like shot, but they shot at him. They didn't shoot at me. They shot at him, like, bruh. These are armored glasses? Interesting. Are those new? But did I even get the booklet? I hope I did. Yeah, I got the booklet. As soon as I killed those two guys, I got the booklet. I was like stalling, looting shit, but as soon as I killed those guys, I went for their loot. Yeah, I did a good play there by closing the doors when I originally opened that place, because he'd have just been able to come right up on me if I didn't close those doors.
Вали!
That could have been tragic. One shot me. That's some pussy ass shit, bro. And then you're gonna say, oh no, he was doing something else, right? Like, oh my god. Some pussy ass shit, bro. Always something. Like, I don't even care about the loot. I'm just trying to get this stupid ass quest done. Like, I didn't have anything worth of value besides like a spark plug. Come on, dude. Always pussies. It's always pussies. It's never a gunfight, bro. It's always pussies. It's never a gunfight. That guy would have sat there till the last 2 minutes, and then he would have left. It's like, he's just so lucky I didn't hit the shots. What do you guys say about that one, huh? Oh no, he was skillful, and he was looting a duffel bag, and he was also doing this, and like, bruh, there's no explanation for it. He was camping, he was a pussy. Like, bruh. Unbelievable. It's like, why do they even have a big ass corner right there at the exit? It literally just allows players to do that. It's insane. It just allows pussies to get the drop on you. Unbelievable. But it's allowed, and that's what the game wants players to do. Because why else would they have that there? Unless they're wanting them to do it. Ridiculous. Survived all of that just to die to an actual pussy, dude. Unbelievable. Again, another one. Like, bro. Like, no players have a backbone. It's crazy. No players want to fight nothing. It's just camp. Wild. Actually wild. Level 30. I literally need to find a pair of elite players, 'cause level 30 is wild. Why is everything locked behind level 20, bro? What a fucking pussy, dude. It's unbelievable. This goddamn mission. The pussies that I have to play with. This is why I played on other servers back then, now I remember. That's why I used to play on fucking other servers, because it's just full of pussies now. Anywhere I go. Buff. Hold on. 6, 7. Get the hate inside your soul, you can't do nothing about it. Hate inside your soul, you can't do nothing about it. Extreme keys 43,000. Of course, everything is locked behind such a high level. Absurd. It's absurd. Oh, you could buy IFACs? Interesting. Interesting. Okay, you can buy IFACs? And 200k on some meds. Good. When do you get a med case? Like anytime soon? Guess you could trade for one. Loyalty level 3. Level 23. Of course.
So, quick interjection right here. The reason that I died on the way up this time is because there's only a thin sliver of area by the wall that isn't a depth barrier. So anytime you see me going up and I clear everything, I'm actually clearing past what is basically an invisible tube.
Or just said mumbo jumbo and acted like it meant something.
After about 10 minutes of doing this, I hadn't really come close to hitting the switch, but then I almost hit it. I knew it was just a matter of time at this point. Boom! Bottom to top. Oh my gosh, you can't see anything up here. So this was actually a secondary accomplishment that I didn't tell you guys about earlier. I wanted to land the bottom to the top on this map. I believe Hark the Shark was the first one to do this, and if I can find the video, I'll put it in the description below. There's a whole
Spoiler
area that
alert,
you
he
can
didn't.
explore up here, but it's really dark and hard to see. And then it's the other one. Kinda. Boom, did it again.
Boom, 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 boom.
Take a peek up here.
Motherfucking pussy bitch. Motherfucking pussy bitch.
It's crazy how dark it is.
It is
Sick if
crazy.
there was like a skull up here or something, but you really gotta watch where you're going because, again, it's really dark. Oh, I hit it. I hit it. Oh, completely forgot. You might be asking yourself, what does the switch actually do? And, well, the answer is simple. Nothing.
It didn't even look like he hit it. All it sounded like is he claimed that he hit it, and then that was it. Like, bro.
So in Halo 2, there is a secret switch, but it's not anywhere near the playable area, and it's floating in the air. So in Halo 2, there is a secret character you
Oh,
can
yeah?
play as that's
Everything's a
technically
secret,
playable,
apparently.
and the steps to do this aren't easy. So can we unlock this playable character? Let's give it a shot! So in case you haven't figured it out from the intro, the character slash vehicle slash NPC that we're going to be trying to play as today is a Sentinel. Now this is one of the cooler NPCs that you can play as in Halo 2 because you can fly. But being able to turn into a Sentinel isn't exactly easy. Regardless, I'm going to try to figure it out. Now to do this glitch, we first need to set some skulls in motion or else we won't be able to do it. And the four that we're going to need are Sputnik, Black Eye, Boom, and Bandana. Today, I try to play as a Sentinel through a various series of steps provided by Dr. Biz. Now, it's hard to explain why I'll need these skulls beforehand, so what I'm going to do is explain it to you as I'm going through this trick. So you'll need at least 2 players, but right at the beginning of the mission Sacred Icon, you'll need to throw a frag grenade and kill exactly 3 of these tiny sentinels before they shoot a single shot. Then you need to throw a grenade in the left corner by the elevator to kill the solo grunt before he shoots a shot. From here, we then need to grenade jump up to this specific ledge. We're getting set up in what is called a pinch. It's when one player is in an area where the ceiling is so low that the second player's prompt to respawn actually disappears. After the first player gets set up here, it's now the end of their turn. From here, the second player needs to wait for one sentinel to spawn in, then they need to stick it with a grenade and make sure that they're killing both the sentinel and themselves at the same time. And once again, if this sentinel shoots, then we need to reset this trick entirely. And naturally, it did. So this attempt wasn't going to work. Now, I didn't exactly have a good feel for this, especially after one attempt, so I figured I'd probably get a lot better at doing this and closer to turning into the Sentinel as time went on. I knew this was going to take me at least a few attempts, and because this trick is somewhat difficult to understand, I wanted to make sure that you guys had exactly the tips of why I was doing what I was doing. So the
That's a
trick is going to-
crazy trick. What? Easy. Actually, crazy trick. Fucking dick ain't a trick. It's a hobby, not a job.
Вот он!
Mine. Can't tell if he's over there or if that was him that ran. I have no idea. Flavio. What's up, Bobbio? Wow, you fucking. Okay. Alright. If he just sprints through and just hits everything. When it takes so long, we'll never know. All it is just full of pussies, bro. It's crazy. Everybody's camping. Nobody wants to do nothing. Just trying to get this one quest done, but it's impossible because every time it's something has to happen. Where the fuck would that be level 30?
This off is you have to do this relatively quickly or else it won't work no matter if you do the steps correctly or not. After the first player is set up on that ledge in the pinch, the sentinel will then come out of one of two entrances, either at the back of the room or at the right side. If the second player can successfully stick the sentinel without it shooting, then like I mentioned earlier, the prompt to respawn for player 2 will disappear from player 1's screen. From here, you can then restart the mission because we're on to our second steps, which are pretty much the same. You need to once again throw a frag grenade to kill those 3 sentinels before they shoot at the beginning platform.
Oh,
then
really?
you need to throw a grenade to kill the grunt before he shoots, but instead of getting up in that pinch spot, we need to throw another grenade that's just a dummy. The reason is we need to have the exact same item count as we produced before. But what's different this time is we're trying to kill both the sentinel and ourselves at the same time, but with player 1 instead of player 2. Now at this point, I thought I had done this successfully. I was on to my final step. With my second player, I needed to continuously beat down and delay the respawn of the first player. I needed to do this until that sentinel was about to spawn in, but I messed it up. There's a trick to delaying the respawn of a second player. You need to simultaneously jump and beat down while moving. But the trick of it is, you need to beat down as you're hitting the ground. If you're just wildly swinging and not beating down when you're hitting the ground, eventually that second player will spawn in. But anyways, I was onto my third attempt. And I messed this one up because I missed my plasma grenade, as you can see. So I ruined the item count. Now the item count, when you do this on the first attempt before you restart the mission, needs to match the item count when you do this after restarting the mission. If these item counts are mismatched, this will not work. This will never work. And this is also why you can't have any of those enemies shoot, because every single time that they shoot, that counts as an item added to the game. When you set up your pinch successfully, there's a sequence of spawning events. So the sentinel that comes out of the wall, for example, would be like item count 30 or something. What I need to do is produce the exact item count needed for the next thing to spawn as the sentinel. And if you set up a pinch where the second player can't respawn and then restart the mission, the first player will then be the next item to spawn in the item count. Now I know, this is probably really confusing. If you execute all of the steps that I'm trying in this and nothing shoots, you
Sounds
should be able to
wild.
pull this off. Now there are a couple weird things
Crazy.
that you need to consider that might ruin your ability to do this. For example, if
What?
either of the player's arbiter bodies fall off the ledge, that's going to ruin the item count. Now on this one, you
What's
can
an
see
arbiter?
I didn't delay the checkpoint successfully because I was beating down in midair as opposed to when I was touching the ground. So that would mean I'd have to do this again. But luckily, if you do the first part successfully and get the pinch set up
Excuse
and
me, my
restart
boy.
the mission, you only have to do the second half of the trick because you have a checkpoint. But if you messed up any of the part of the setup for the pinch before you restarted the mission, it doesn't matter what you do after you restart the mission, you're
Oh,
not going to
really?
be able to set it up correctly. On this attempt, I thought I had it, right up until the very end, and then, once again, these sentinels shot me. And because I don't want to make you guys sit here and watch me fail over and over and
No.
over and over and over and over
Let
again,
me
I'm gonna
watch
show
you do it.
what a successful attempt looks like. Shilcho off the rip throws a frag grenade, gets a 3-for-1 good start, throws another frag grenade in the corner to kill the grunt, then throws a plasma grenade right off the rip to get up to the pinch spot.
Bro's like
Now he's having his
commentating
second
it.
player go and stick the sentinel and die simultaneously. Looks like he's made a pretty killer discovery right now. By activating the active camouflage, the sentinel won't see him so he can easily stick it. Looks like the sentinel didn't get off a shot so he can successfully restart this mission. One thing Shilcho has to be
The
careful about
commentator's
right now
wild.
is if he hears the sound of another sentinel spawn spawning in, this isn't gonna work. So he needs to make sure that he restarts the mission before this happens. Now Shilcho's going for the exact same setup again, throws a frag grenade at the ground, gets all three once again.
The
Now
same
tosses the
setup.
grenade into the corner, kills the grunt.
Oh my
Another
god!
plasma grenade to match the item count, clutch at this point. Now all he's got to do is turn invisible and kill that sentinel and himself without dying. It looks like this sentinel came out of the right side doorway. Oh, it looks like he's turning on his active camouflage here and going from behind. A little bit of a different strategy than previous attempts. Gets the stick off. Oh, he kills the sentinel and himself at the same time. Now we're on to our last step. The second player has to do here is delay his beatdown until that sentinel is about to spawn in, and then if he stops during this, he'll be a sentinel.
Yes, finally, there we go. Okay, I am now a sentinel.
So the reason that we turned on the Black Eye Skull is because, quite frankly, I can't stand the sound of low shields beeping in Halo. Drives me nuts. And weirdly enough, the Sentinel has beatdown capabilities, and they're actually really powerful. Like, you can one-tap anything when you beat down as a Sentinel.
I'm gonna go up. I'm like crouching.
Now, the controls are kind of wonky for this because you're not supposed to be technically playing as his character. But another cool fact about the Sentinels is they can pick up guns and shoot them. They just only shoot Sentinel beams.
I can shoot with plasma too? The hell?
So now that we've successfully turned into a Sentinel, I need to reveal to you that now we're on to our actual trick. Now, for years, I've wondered if it's possible to somehow get from the top of this massive wall at the beginning of Sacred Icon all the way to the bottom with one corner ride. And to my knowledge, this trick hasn't been pulled off. And the reason for that is simple. Right at the beginning of the mission Sacred Icon, there are invisible barriers that prevent you
Oh,
from
yeah?
going left or right on this platform. Now, there's only one 90-degree corner on this entire wall that would allow you to survive all the way from the top of it to the bottom. And the reason we had to turn into a Sentinel is that's pretty much the only way to get to this corner. Now, you can just fly up to the top of this wall as a Sentinel, but one effect of doing this is the second player, when they die, they spawn on top of you, which makes you move pretty quickly downward.
Shit. Oh, shit, he came on top of me. Didn't mean it like that. He'll spawn in the air for whatever reason. That's so weird. Apparently you don't have to be on land for him to spawn in when you're a sentinel. Oh, get off of me. Ah, no! What the hell? This is so dangerous.
Hypothetically, you can get to the top of this wall normally without doing this glitch, but you can't get to that 90-degree corner because on the wall there is a sheer cliff drop of about 200 feet. And there's no way that you could possibly survive that fall.
Is there like another setting on this? To speed? Set it to speed?
Because there are two barriers on the side of the initial platform, you also can't grenade launch to that point in the wall either. It took about 35 minutes to get to this point, but
What?
now I was at the 90-degree angle at the top of the wall that I planned on using to safely descend doing what's called a corner ride.
Dude, trying to get this guy to spawn in is a freaking nightmare.
For whatever reason, even when you're in the middle of the air, the second player still just spawns in right above your head. Apparently, the Sentinel's body registers as a solid platform. But from this point, I wanted to venture forth as the Sentinel further into the mission. Reason for this is I wanted a checkpoint. The setup took a while to do. If something were to happen, I wanted to make sure I had a checkpoint to be able to repeat attempts for this corner ride. Now, I could spawn my second player down at the initial platform and then have him progress through the mission, but when you're doing an AUP glitch, that is arbitrary unit possession, which is what it's called when you turn into a non-playable character, load zones are a little bit weird. And if you don't take the non-playable character first through the mission and hit the load zones with them, Oftentimes, they'll just despawn entirely. And there's nothing you can really do if you don't have a checkpoint, because you'd have to set it all up again. I made it down the elevator shaft without any problems, but then when I was getting to the second airlock vent, I turned around, looked up, and saw an area that I thought looked cool, and naturally from this point, I went over there, and of course, because nothing ever happens on the first time of this show.
What the hell? Did I get a checkpoint or no?
I hit a death barrier on the ceiling in a room with nothing around it as an NPC. Why is there a death barrier there? Why? That is so dumb. While I didn't have a checkpoint, I could use my teammate as a spawning beacon. Now this wouldn't exactly be efficient because when you die in Halo 2, you don't spawn back in until your physical body hits a surface. And the closest surface here, the bottom of the map, thousands of feet away. So this would mean the time in between attempts would be anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds. Now,
That's
if you
not
haven't seen any
bad.
of my previous videos on corner riding, I've added them as cards. But basically how corner riding works is, if you find a 90-degree angle that's protruding, you can slow down your fall rate each time you pass from one side of the 90 degree to the other. I definitely don't think this was intended by the game developers, but this isn't easy. It definitely takes a lot of practice to get used to. And even past that, this wall is huge. I estimated that I'd probably have to be corner riding for around 1 minute straight. And when you're falling this distance, you pick up speed pretty fast. And then, as a force of habit, you revert to the last checkpoint. But you didn't have a checkpoint. You didn't have a checkpoint the entire mission. So now you have to reset this entire glitch and become a sentinel again. But we're not going
That's
to go through
wild.
that painstaking process, so I'm just going to show you this.
Nice. Did it again.
Took about 10 to 15 minutes to pull that off again, but I repeated the same steps as before, flying my sentinel over to the 90 degree. But
Like,
this
how
time
would
I was
you
going
have?
to
How
send
would
my second
anyone
player-
have ever came up with that though? You're gonna throw a grenade here. You're just gonna go throw a grenade here, but nobody can shoot. And then when this guy spawns in, stick him with a grenade and die, and then restart the mission, and then have the other guy do the same thing, and then he'll respawn as, as an NPC. Like what? How would anyone ever figure that out? That's crazy. All right, interesting. Crazy glitch.